Okay, so we're on our photo shoot, and that's Otalia in front of us, and it's been so fun. Here's Buckingham Palace, and we're taking pictures all around. We got started really early this morning, like 7:30 in the morning, and to beat the crowds. So we're headed over here. Hey, wave to the video camera, Otalia. We've had a fun morning. I had to document for video. You know how that goes.
I did video as well. Yeah.
So we've had a lot of fun. We're gonna finish up our pictures and go from there. So we are going on another walk, and that's our guide in front of us, and we're going on the old Kensington walk. So we're just following her. It's a big group, so we're just gonna listen to what she has to say. It's about Royal Kensington and really pretty areas of London. So here we go.
History there as the Romans arrived around AD 43. There's about 1,000 years of history here in Kensington. The name first appeared in the Domesday Book, Chenerset, and that had probably come from the name of a farm. And at that time, that's pretty much all that would have been here. It was the tiniest of little hamlets, a couple of farms and maybe a couple of market gardens, and it stayed like that for hundreds of years. And then circumstances arose, first of all in the 17th century and then later in the 19th century, to contribute to the expansion of this tiny little hamlet of Chenerset, until by the end of the 19th century it had become the flourishing Victorian suburb of Kensington.
Bridal and red carpet accessories. This is the neatest little lane. Oh, we need to shop there. English classics. To pick up something from there.
Ooh, Japanese nice company.
It's the most quaint little block of shops. That was Kensington Church Walk. This area reminds me of My Fair Lady. Kind of in that era.
Of houses behind me has several different examples of what's very common in London, the bricked up window. People started to brick up their windows as a result of a tax. Tax on sheet glass, introduced at the end of the 17th century. Not too bad to start with, because they banded it, so you could have 9 windows for the lowest band, 9 more for the next, and so on. But a century later, they changed the system and then began individually counting windows. So then it became quite a punitive tax. Some people simply couldn't afford to pay it, had to start bricking up their windows. Probably the first to lose their windows would be the maids at the top. I guess they reckon they wouldn't place them. They were hardly ever there. Possibly where we get the expression daylight robbery from as well. Often a new house was built with a bricked up window already in place, because it did look better. Where we still got them, and you wonder why, because window tax we don't have. The answer is to do with a system of listing of heritage, where buildings are, if they're considered to be architecturally or historically significant, they're listed, so you can't alter the appearance of them in any significant way. the horses were taken. But yes, indeed, if you look through the gates, you can see that first floor balcony is reinforced with an iron girder, which you wouldn't need to do for people, but you would, of course, if it was a few horses. And also the depth of the balcony is an indication that perhaps you're trying to manoeuvre something fairly substantial. So horses on the first floor, and then the floor and a half above would be for the outdoor staff, stable boys, that kind of thing, coachmen, I guess.
Hey guys, yes, I'm laying in the bed. It's been such a day that's been all over the place. Like, we had our photo shoot really early this morning, and then we, what did we do? We came back and rested. No, we had a late breakfast after the pictures, and then we came back and took like an hour nap, and then we went to our London walk, which you saw clips of, and now we just have like a small amount of time before we're going to dinner. It's at like an Italian place, and then we're gonna go see Bend It Like Beckham, which I'm so excited about because it's one of my favorite movies, which is really weird, but it's set in London, and so I guess that makes sense. But it's about this Indian girl who wants to play soccer, and she idolizes David Beckham, and I love that movie so much. So to see it on the stage, I just can't wait to see just how they've done that. And so I'm just waiting on Kurt. He went to grab a coffee really quick, and we're gonna head to dinner after that. But it's been a really good day. Yeah, I just feel like we're napping so much. Like, we did not account for how much napping we would need to do, I guess, but it's been good, and I'm excited about tonight. So that's about all I have, but we'll check in either just before, I'll probably check in maybe at the theater, but other than that, I'm just gonna put my feet up for a second, and then we're gonna head out to dinner. Bye. This is Oxford Circus. This is where Poppy lost me. I was standing at the H&M, and Poppy thought I was here in the Nike store. So as you can tell, Poppy got confused. So I'm thinking of Poppy right now. Hey guys, so we just got back to our hotel, and the tube was absolutely crazy. Leicester Square after the theater is just insane, and I don't know how, maybe it was just too long ago. I just did not remember how bad it was, but a couple of entrances were closed off, and so that made it even worse. But we loved Bend It Like Beckham. It was very different, and it was just neat to experience that with another culture. Like, there's a lot of Indian families that live in London, and among many other nationalities, and it was just really neat because it was almost like we were sitting with them, like, I don't want to say learning about their culture, but it was just kind of like, there's funny moments about Indian families and like just things that are in their culture that they were really laughing at, and it was just fun. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just fun to kind of experience it with them. And it was a wide variety of people in the audience, but it was a really cool show. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful visually, and the music was good, and it definitely was similar to the movie, and I really enjoyed it, and so did Kurt. So it's been a busy day, and we're going to get showered and get in bed and FaceTime the kids, and tomorrow we are going to see Downton Abbey. Actually Highclere Castle, but I'm so excited. It's Downton to me. So we'll see how that goes, and I will see everyone tomorrow. Bye.